Babies are born in all different shapes and sizes. We do not have control over the way they look, but God does. Whether they are conjoined or not, they are all beautiful in their own way. Remembrance Rock, a novel by Carl Sandburg, stated, "A baby is God's opinion that the world should go on." Freaks of nature, sometimes called gods, other times monsters. But would you ever think of Siamese twins? Siamese twins are great marvels of nature and an awe to everybody. These births occur 1 out of every 50,000, and only about 500 have been reported, although experts believe that more have occurred. Today you will learn more about the amazing history behind every aspect of Siamese twins. I will tell you how Siamese twins got their name, how they are formed, the different types, and the many questions. How many of you know where the name Siamese twins came from? According to the article, Exhibiting Monstrosity, Chang and Ing, the Original Siamese Twins by Sarah Mitchell, in Endeavor, Chang and Ing Bunker, the most famous Siamese twins. This is where the name Siamese twins came from. They were born in Siam of China in 1811. They were joined at the ribcage with a short tube, also known as cartilage. They traveled with the Barnum Circus for many years as a show. Both twins were married to separate women and had a total of 22 children. The two men died within 2 hours of each other in 1874. Through these two impressive men and their birthplaces, Siamese twins earned their name, from Ing and Chang to the making of the twins. Conjoined twins are made very oddly in their mother's womb. The ovum divides completely. In conjoined twins cases, the ovum doesn't divide completely and the twins are joined in one way or another. The babies then begin to form conjoined. When it's time for birth, the babies are delivered through a C-section most of the time. Because of these births, certain rules have evolved as to how they appear. Twins have always been of the same sex and same race. Conjoined twins are also always identical. The twins are more often female than male with a ratio of 3:1. Another cool fact is that a conjoined birth is more likely to happen in India or Africa than in the United States. There have been Siamese triplet cases that have been confirmed also. According to PregnancyInfo.net, conjoined twins are split up into 9 different classes depending on where they are joined. There has been as many as 36 different types found in the last century. Each classification has a Greek word, hagios, attached to the end, meaning that which is fixed. From the 9 classes, the conjunctions have been divided into 2 categories. The conjunction involving the umbilicus, a small depression in the abdomen wall, as a point of attachment of the umbilical cord to the embryo or heart. And the conjunctions are always involved with the umbilicus. These classes, thoraco, cephalo, isco, para, dicephalus, perististic, fetus and fetu, and 2 classes not involving umbilicus, cranial and pygo. Thoracopagus is where the twins' anterior, frontal, and upper half is in union. This makes up to 35% of Siamese twins, which is the most of. Pygopagus is a rump union and makes up to 19% of conjoined twins. Craniopagus involves a cranial part, only making up 2%. Cephalopagus is when there's an upper half union and the 2 faces are on one conjoined head. This is extremely rare. The anterior lower half is called iscopagus. 10% of twins are of this nature. 5% of jointments are peripagus, a lateral side and union of the lower half. When the twins share one body with 2 heads, this is called dicephalus. Parasistic twins occur with one twin grows and lives off the other to be asymmetrical in the mid trunk. The other odd one is fetus in fetu, where one fetus is inside the other sibling. So as you can see, these are just the many main types of conjoined twins. Next in the book, The Shattered Self by Pierce Baldy, many questions are asked and are attempted to be answered. One of the many answers is, do they feel the same thing? According to Baldy, many twins can feel the effects of the others. These are also other cases where one can feel sick and the other is fine. It depends on the body parts that they share. Can they control their organs? In some cases, one twin contains half the body and the other twin contains the other half. They learn to work together. Brain differences are likely to occur because twins have different perspectives. Then comes the big question, can they be separated? In most cases, they don't separate the twins because one or more may die. It still is a great risk factor in today's life and technology. Many times, both twins die after separation because the organs cannot be operated without one another. They might share one vital organ, like a liver or a heart, which may cause the death of the other. Although it seems little, separation, along with questions involving Siamese twins, is very controversial and hard to understand today. In conclusion, Siamese twins are phenomenal. It's amazing to all of us because there are not a lot of Siamese twins cases around here. Siamese twins derive from their names from their first twins, Ying and Chang Bunker. Because of one minor problem, Siamese twins are formed miraculously. There are so many different roles and 9 main types of Siamese twins. We should thank Siams, Ying and Chang, as they were the founders to this great marvel of nature.